Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. Bob here. Thanks so much for stopping by. So I came home today to find some goodies in the mail and I thought we'd do a little unboxing video. A couple of watches and some watch straps. The first watch is going to be a Seiko that I've had on my buy list for quite a long time now. I have a list of 4 or 5 of the really popular models that I just haven't owned and I'd like to own and experience them. So that's one of those. So I'm really happy and excited for that. Next, we'll be taking a look at some new straps from a brand new strap company that came out earlier this year. They have a new line of straps, so we'll take a look at those and we'll wrap it up with the latest reissue from Timex. This is another Q Timex. Some of you guys will be familiar with it or have heard of it. I thought it looked really cool, so let's get into the watches. All right, so up first is going to be the Seiko, and today we are using my case knife. If you haven't tried one of these or used one of these, I had this gifted to me last year, and they make a really nice, solid little pocket knife. So let's get into, and very sharp, let's get into the package here. We'll get that out of the way. I always try to keep these almost like a little secret as I'm doing these videos, and then I end up posting the models that we're unboxing in the thumbnail anyway, so you guys might know what this is, but okay, regular instruction booklet. And the watch is the SNA411 flight alarm, and I'm so excited to be able to spend some time with this. I have a friend, actually I have 2 friends that own this watch, and I just love it. I love that domed crystal. Beautiful watch. Let me get the plastic off here. And here it is, and I just love the busyness of the dial of this watch. I love that pop of yellow too. I can appreciate a clean dialed field watch or dive watch, but I like having so much information available. And when I get watches like this, I've had Citizens and a couple of other watches that are kind of more complicated. I have fun learning the functions, and I'll maybe go through some of that when we do the full video. The other nice thing is the watch is a 200-meter water resist. I'll get the chronograph going here. We have a screw down crown, screw down chronograph pushers, and we'll stop, reset. So let me give you guys a quick look on wrist, and then we'll move over to the straps. And here it is, and I haven't sized the bracelet yet, but I will do that. And I'll give it a good wear too, just for the sake of the video, so you guys can get an idea of the full package. But it actually doesn't look too bad on wrist. I'm really happy with the watch overall, just from a first impressions standpoint. I think it's going to make for a great addition to the collection. I'm really excited to spend some time with it. So let's check out some new straps. So these are straps from RSM. We featured RSM watch straps on the channel a little while back. They had some straps that were sort of a herringbone pattern with a fairly unique adjusting system. So they have a unique buckle, and I'll show you that here in a second. So these are the new engraved stripe bands from RSM. There's, I believe, 9 color options. The nice thing about them, they're single pass strap. The material's really nice on it, but the strap, or the keeper rather, is adjustable here at the end, so you can get it centered perfectly on the center of the bottom of your wrist, which is really nice. I think they look great, and some really cool colors. I did talk to the owner. He has a coupon code. I believe it's until December 1st. It's called Christmas Gift. If you put that in there, you're going to get 30% off your order. Another thing with these, I may be doing a Christmas giveaway. I've just got an email actually recently that the terms and conditions have changed when it comes to giveaways on YouTube. I just have to do a little bit of research to make sure that I'm good to go, but I'll be giving away at least 1 watch and a couple of straps here, hopefully before Christmas, as long as I'm able to do that. So let's move on to the last item, which is the Timex. So actually, just quickly before we check out the Timex, I just wanted to show you kind of how this looks on wrist. We do have a sliding keeper here as well, and that actually looks pretty nice on the Orient. Very comfortable, and again, yeah, look out for a giveaway on those here in the very near future. So, back to the Timex at hand here, and Timex have been doing some things lately, and I really like the way they're going. They were kind of off the map, off the radar there totally for a while, but they've had some releases since the Marlin a couple of years back that have started to get attention. The Q Timex, the Pepsi that just came out. One thing that I noticed from Timex, and I bought this directly from Timex Canada, is they use pretty big boxes for their watches for their shipping purposes. So let's get it out of the sleeve. It's another heavy box, a lot like the Pepsi that I had. Get that out of the way. That out of the way. I think I bumped the camera. Sorry about that. Whoop. And there it is. Oh man. That dial is insane. I'm just going to fumble with this plastic off camera here for a second. So here it is up close, and look at the dial. Man, that is insane. It's very dynamic. It's very, like the Timex calls it, electric, that's for sure. The watch, by the way, if you're not familiar with this one, this has been all over Instagram and social media. This is the reissue of the Timex Falcon Eye from 1978, which happens to be my birth year and played a part in why I ended up picking this one up. I really like the look of the dial, and of course the bracelet. Now, the bracelet is, I'll have to say, a little bit flimsier than the Q Timex 1979 reissue we had on the channel not that long ago, and I can almost imagine that it'd be even a bit more of a hair puller. That one didn't bother me too much. It seemed to bother other people, but this one looks like it might be, so we'll have to wait and see. Has the same clasp, that adjustable clasp like we saw on the other reissue. So I will definitely be getting some wrist time with this. And speaking of wrist time, let's get a look on wrist. Actually, before we do that, I just want to show you too, we still have that same porthole on the back for the battery. But and those nice gold tones, the two tones straight from the 70s with the gold bezel and the gold crown. So let me pop it on wrist here. Alright, so here it is, and I am ready to disco. This thing is pretty funky. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of cool. I'm actually going to be away for a short vacation next week. I leave on Saturday, and this is probably going to be my last video until I'm back. These watches are definitely making the cut for the trip, so I'll get some wrist time and maybe some cool footage while I'm away with them. Come back with full videos in the next few days. As far as this particular watch, I was just on the Timex.ca, so the Timex Canada site. These hadn't been sold out as of today, so I'm not sure if they're going to have quite the hype of the 1979 reissue, but we'll see. So that's it, guys. Appreciate you stopping by, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.